All right, I am recording. Why don't you start by naming the police department and then telling me what happened?
The Earlville Police Department, and the officer is Officer Ron Ratnovich.
Ron Ratnovich,
Like
and he's with the
Ratnovich.
okay, and he's with the Oroville Police Department.
Yeah, Earlville, Illinois.
Okay, spell it for me.
Earlville.
Okay, Earlville, got it. All right, and tell me what happened.
He actually came down. He came down the 3rd Street in Earlville for some noise complaint, or it was some type of noise complaint. And I'm not at the house I was at. I was at a friend's house. And he came up because he saw me swing the door open. And he came in the house trying to get me for forced entry. And I'm trying to explain to him that I was already there. I didn't force entry into nowhere. I already was there for a couple of days. And, he's telling me he's going to arrest me for then he's trying to tell me he's going to arrest me for domestic. Now, where does forced entry go to domestic, I can't tell you because it's confusing. And he told me it was domestic because me and Jeremy were fighting. Yet, we were just having a little disagreement. There was no screaming and yelling, no hitting. So I don't consider that domestic. But he's telling me I need to get my ass out of there, or he's going to arrest me. He told me that if he tries to arrest me, he knows it's not going to go down without a fight because I'm going to start resisting. And he don't know me. I started crying. He told me, I needed to get out of there. He was cussing at me. Every other word was the F word. I went to pick up my phone to call for a ride because it was at 1 o'clock in the morning, and I live across town. And he told me I could walk my ass 3 blocks to my house. Yeah, it's more than 3 blocks. It's across town. And I picked up my phone to call for a ride, and he took my phone out of my hand and told me, I didn't tell you to pick up your fucking phone and call people. I told you to get your ass walking home.
Okay, well, let me. I think I'm a little confused. How did this story start? I mean, does this cop know you from some previous encounter?
No, I know him from. Earlville's a small town. I know all the cops, but did I get in trouble with him before or have him for anything? No.
Okay, so you never hold on. So you never met this cop before, and he's on the same street as you are, looking into a noise complaint. And as he's looking into the complaint, he approaches you, and you're at a friend's house.
Yeah, and I went and I swung the door open and went inside. Maybe I opened it all wrong, but he was trying to tell me I was forcing entry.
Okay, so wait a minute. Hold on. Why would he tell you were forcing an entry into a private residence when no one is complaining about it?
You know what? I don't even know. I'd like to know the same thing. But when I try to ask questions, I got told to shut up.
Okay, so hold on. Let me just make sure I understand this. So this police officer is on the same street as you. You open the door. You swing the door open. Whose house were you going into?
I was going into, well, the owner of the house, her name is Fran, but I was there with Jeremy, which is her nephew.
Okay, so hold on. Was she complaining about you being there, or was she okay with it?
Oh no, she's in the hospital. She don't care that I'm there. I'm always over there. She's in the hospital right now, and I was over there, for helping up clean the house and everything, and people know that I was there.
Okay, so you had permission to be at the house that you were in.
Yeah.
And you swung the door open. It's 1 o'clock in the morning. He pulls up, and what does he say to you?
He came up to the door, because I walked in the door, and he came up and he was like, what's going on? And then this is where it went from forced entry, because I opened the door and I don't live there, to domestic somehow. no, me and Jeremy are both sitting there. We're not. There's no domestics here. Nobody hit nobody, and we didn't have like a huge argument. It was like a small disagreement, and it was like done inside.
Okay.
Everything was said inside, so we weren't screaming and yelling. So nobody could call the police because they heard us screaming and yelling because there wasn't any of that.
Okay. So the officer shows up, and now he's questioning you about the noise and domestic, and now he's turning it into a forced entry that you broke into this house.
He didn't tell me anything about a noise entry at first, noise complaint. I asked him why he was there, like after a little bit, and he told me he was looking for a noise complaint, and then it was probably me and Jeremy because we were yelling, but we weren't.
Okay.
There was no yelling, and plus we were talking inside. We weren't even outside, and the house was all closed up. There was no yelling whatsoever.
Okay. So now he's now approached you, and I want to get to the substance of your complaint. Is the main part of your complaint the fact that he was speaking rudely to you, using a lot of profanity?
Oh yeah, a lot of it. And telling me to get my ass out of there, get my stupid ass out of there. He took the phone out of my hand. He got handcuffs out to try to handcuff me and arrest me for no reason, because nobody did anything. What am I going to get arrested for?
Okay, so you weren't committing any crime. You were on the porch of a friend's home, and you were talking with another friend, and you hadn't done anything to disturb the peace.
Yeah, we did nothing. Nobody there even knows anything about the cops.
Okay.
We were there, we had a small disagreement. It was nothing big. And I don't know where the cops came in because I swung the door open, obviously at the wrong time. So he was looking for some noise complaint.
Oh.
But it wasn't at her house because, we weren't screaming and yelling, and it was all done inside anyways.
Okay. So now he's there talking to you. When did he start using profanity? And tell me, use the exact language that he used that was offensive to you.
Get your fucking ass out of here. When I started crying and having anxiety and went into the bathroom, he said, "Where the fuck are you going?"
Okay.
When I picked up my phone, he grabbed the phone out of my hand and told me, "I didn't tell you to pick up your fucking phone. I told you to get your ass walking home."
Okay. Now this officer
I think that's uncalled for a police officer.
Okay, so you were clearly insulted by the way he was speaking to you.
Yeah.
Okay. Based on what you've told me so far, you do have grounds for a complaint of unprofessional conduct. And that complaint can be registered with the police department, and they should conduct an investigation. Now, as I told you a few moments ago in our pre-interview, we will post your story to the front of policeabuse.com. We're going to send you a copy of the complaint form you completed, and we're going to ask you to forward that to the police department so that they can start an investigation. Okay? So if you need...
Police department, right?
Yes, exactly. All you